Hi everyone, welcome back. So I wanted to say hi before I dive into little Donny Boy's Mafioso's reading for this week. We're going August 12th through the 18th. So let me just bring you over to my table and we'll get through it. I know you'll help me. Okay, hold on, I'll be right back. Okay, all you joyful warriors out there, remember to check your voter registration and check it often. And I'd like to also give so much gratitude, just heartfelt gratitude to Joe Biden, to our president, Joe Biden, who has gifted us with Kamala, not only as his vice president, but the way he stepped down and lifted her up, to me, is just one of the most selfless acts that I truly always grateful for him. Plus everything he's done. Oh my goodness, he's going to go down in history as one of the best presidents ever. Okay, so and then meanwhile, this Firkin guy hangs out with some guy. I don't remember the guy's name. Was it like Aiden or something? Or I don't know. I've never even heard of the guy before, but saw a little clip of him. Hanging out with this guy that likes to sniff chairs right after somebody gets up. Like what? Okay. Anyway. What will Donald John Trump, I have to clear out I've let go of my mind. I only want the truth. Yes, he has a selfish heart. Only want the truth. Donald John Trump, August 12th through the 18th. What will you experience? Donald John Trump, August 12th to the 18th, 2024. Right there. Okay. Conflict about money and legal rules that he's broken and secrets. This, I'm sure, has to do with, Bill Barr should go down for that too, but this has to do with that $10 million that he got from, what's his name, El-Sisi, the president, I guess, of Egypt, way back when. And then, he probably put in his own money. Trump probably put in his own money and then used El-Sisi's money to refill, I mean, what kind of a hoe bag, right? So Melania is getting some more money from him this week. He's experiencing Melania looking at secrets and maybe bribing him. Maybe she knows. Oh my goodness, because I got a long time ago that she was the one that called the FBI on all the documents, all the boxes and boxes and boxes that were at Mar-a-Lago. Okay. Something dangerous, also money cutting off, Russian money, Russian danger, or he's in danger of Putin cutting off money. Here he is down here. Ooh. Okay. So I'll go with the 9 box here, and then I'm gonna do the knighting with the center card. This is the most important card. This is a card of conflicts and duels and fighting, just constant fighting. He's doing it on social media. He's doing it when he maybe gets out and does something other than, spewing his crap at Mar-a-Lago. like we kept getting, he's scared. So anyway, but conflicts about money. The money is flowing in a dangerous way. It's going to be cut off. It's flowing in an abusive way. Abusive fundage. Abusive, dangerous fundage. Oh, you know what this is? Well, of course, this would be Russia and Russian oligarchs, but which he's, I think, in danger of losing. But also, this would be him in a really deep inner conflict because he keeps putting out, gotta give me money. This country is in ruins. All this baloney that he puts out, trying to whip up his base to get more money here too. Just this constant barrage. Now, on another level, I usually use the house card, which is right here, to look at Mar-a-Lago for him. But, we can kind of get the picture of Mar-a-Lago. And I'm wondering if he'll have some hurricane trouble. Wow. Okay, let's stick here. Like I said, conflicting money about it pouring back down to him, and because people see him as being ill, very ill. More and more people see him as being very, very ill. Conflicts about money and the transactional relationship that he has with Melania, and she's wise to him. She's watching him. She's watching the money that comes in and how it goes out and where it goes. Wow. She's got his number. Okay. This diagonal here, the money probably isn't going to go to her, and as there is a big conflict. And then that relationship is broken, and he's having to look into, which he doesn't reflect on the inner levels, but he's having to see that the relationship with Melania is truly broken. And maybe we have the crossroads card here because she has made the choice to just break and go for the money somewhere else. And maybe she's left home. It's too toxic. Or she's just not there very often. Or when she's there, she doesn't come out. 'Cause she has her own quarters there at Mar-a-Lago. So that's an interesting little backstory or side story about their relationship, it looks to me like. Opening up the reading, we've got the card of, Russian. I get Russian oligarchs. I don't have Puti's card here, but that's okay. Money, power, protection is cut off. Okay. 45's money, power, and protection is cut off. And it's surprising to him. He's trying to recover from the burden that he's under, but he's so toxic. And it's on full display when he goes out, to Mar-a-Lago and, out on the main floor and, he's got something to say, or he sets up his old, big old bullshit, whatever, behind him with all the flags and not like he's for America. He's like the most anti-American I've ever known. Putin doesn't live in America, but he's Putin's puppet. So toxicity from partying with his own base at Mar-a-Lago. I don't have any, you might say this is a travel card, but it's really a card of choice about, which way to go. I'm not seeing a lot of getting out there I'm seeing him being distracted by all the conflicts that come through, the conflicting emotions that he feels about what's coming through in social media. This is my social media card here. This is a turning point for him. And he's worried about his safety and his foundation. He's under this burden. And then he's under this burden, if I'm mirroring these cards here, this burden to communicate effectively. But no, he's just a bloviating bag of hot air, and he's whipping it up from home at Mar-a-Lago and then getting out on his untruth social media here, and just whipping it up, trying to get people to donate, get the money in. But here he is, he's sunk. He's sunk in his goal in life is just to get the money pouring to him. You can see that knighting here, these two cards knighting together. And then, but then secretly, and what's hidden is what? Where the money's coming from, right? Because it comes from dangerous sources. These two cards knighting together. And this is his transactional relationship. Now, these two cards here in the Lennies, I use different cards. Different cards tell me the same thing with the Kipper, but with this system, this is money. This is money laundering. Money laundering. Yeah. Melania sees it. She's known it forever. This whole time they've been together. I mean, who knows? She was probably trafficked into him from Jeffrey Epstein, right? Epstein and Ghislaine. Of course. So she knows how things work deep in her bones. Like, she knows that. She wants a new, get me out of here is basically what it feels like. She doesn't want to feed out of that trough anymore. But man, with the mice, so the mice, they eat away at you. He's under this burden, and it's eating away at him. And maybe he's drinking. I know he says he doesn't drink, but I also know how addiction works from all my studying. And when they can't, first of all, he's a malignant narcissist, which, narcissism on any level, usually they have a impulse control disorder. He has a tremendous impulse control disorder, and we hear it coming out of his mouth, usually a daily rate, but and more lies than we can keep up with. But anyway, toxicity is a hallmark of this card. And so, when pills don't work fast enough, or you can't get the drugs, like maybe Don Jr. hasn't been able to get them to quick enough, he'll go for whatever he can to calm down. Or maybe the drugs have wreaked too much havoc on his intestinal, his gastrointestinal area, and maybe he has turned to alcohol, because this card is, it can be about it. It can also be about a super spreader event on the road. He certainly deserves to come in contact with that. It's also our card for partying. It's pretty just festivities. So broken festivities with Melania. Broken festivities at home. Even though he's invited people, he's been rejected. And humiliation, toxic humiliation, is the hallmark of this week for him. If I were to go, let's see. Well, wait a minute, hold on. Is that what I want to do? Yeah, just the reflection in the mirror is humiliating. And especially because Melania has been rejecting him. And she's looking elsewhere. Okay. Invitations, to go on the road, but he's not feeling up to it. If he goes, he doesn't stay long. It's too hard. Toxic issues in his body are rearing their heads this week. Now, these two cards together, and actually, these two cards together spell addiction. Danger's up here. Dangerous addiction. Now, that could be for Tuesday. For Monday, it could be just all about talking to somebody with money that he thinks has some power and control and trying to get it to him. But as I said with the other cards, knighting and crossing without, that's not going to happen. And then major addiction here. Wow. And it's chronic. It's that kind of addiction that just you can't get out of. It keeps going around and around and around. You're in a vicious circle, and it's sunk down into your body. And he's trying to take care of himself in that, for that, because of that, due to that. So that looks like Monday and Tuesday to me. And then, if I'm doing some mirroring at the same time, it like just kind of abusively addicted and staying at home. And then, but he wants to get out. But I think he's mostly working from Mar-a-Lago, just trying to drum up money, and that's very apparent on Wednesday. Thursday, he's got some secrets he's hiding, and he's very conflicted about it, but this is all week long because this is at the center of the reading. But people are seeing it, and especially Melania, and I think something will come out on the news. Possibly Thursday. Friday, Melania wants to get the hell out of town, out of Dodge. Saturday, he just wants to eat and stay home and party. Sunday, he has an invitation, but he's too toxic, he's too burdened with the toxins in his body to accept, or if he does accept, maybe he has a very embarrassing, humiliating experience with his bowels. Woo. Okay. I'm going to get rid of this energy and get this uploaded for you. And set the prayer. I'm setting the intention ahead of time that none of you guys feel this. Okay. We can just observe, right? Okay. Bye, you guys.